Here is your Africa True Story. Africa-wide, how Africa is experiencing a massive tech brain drain within its own borders. Local tech companies in Africa have stated they are now finding it challenging to recruit high-level employees. This is as a result of the brain drain happening within the borders of the continent. Tech conglomerates such as Microsoft, Google, and Amazon are attracting the continent's best techies. Also, an expansion of these companies' operations within the continent, which has promoted massive recruitment, is presenting Africans with financial opportunities they simply cannot turn down. In this case, the figures tell the whole story. These big tech corporations are offering up to $15,000 a month for principal tech specialists, $2,500 to junior tech developers, $4,100 for mid-level techies, and between $6,600 and $10,800 for lead and senior roles. Major telecommunication companies and financial institutions, which have a history of being the best-paying firms, have steadily lost their best talents to these tech giants. Smaller companies in Africa who had invested in and trained young engineers have also lost their talents to the multinationals. Tech giants like Google and Microsoft are notorious for sourcing the best talents across the globe. The high demand for their products and services called for the best hands to be on deck. As a result, these companies spare no expense when looking for employees to join their organizations. Brain drain in Africa is an antiquated term when it comes to tech. This is according to a few startup founders on the continent. Increased internet connectivity is allowing African tech talent to be hired by any company in the world, even while still living in their home countries, with also highly skilled African professionals immigrating to other continents to pursue lucrative cultural and social economic opportunities in the countries. African countries have been left without the critical skill needed to address their ever-growing social-economic development challenges. Several African countries are currently losing skilled academics, engineers, scientists, medical doctors, nurses, accountants, among other skills, to developed countries that can offer lucrative compensation. This implies that Africa is losing critical skill sets that negatively impact the continent's socio-economic development and growth aspirations. Notably, the main cause of brain drain in Africa include pursuing higher-paying jobs outside Africa to escape socio-economic limitations such as poverty, limited infrastructure, and rudimentary jobs. Enabling environments in developed countries affords them the ability to generate rewarding businesses and obtain lucrative jobs. Such foreign opportunities match the skills, individual aspirations, and expected socio-economic compensation, encourage more Africans to emigrate. Furthermore, a significant proportion of highly talented African students that obtain opportunities and scholarships of training abroad do not return to their home countries after completing their respective studies. This is due to previously encountered infrastructural challenges that hinder seamless reintegration of foreign-trained students into their home countries and comparatively less competitive remunerations. Regrettably, the brain drain challenge has derailed African social-economic development. It has additionally increased expenditure on education and training to compensate for the emigrated talent and skilled personnel. Studies indicate that Africa loses approximately $2 billion per annum due to professionals and executives migrating to countries such as Australia, Canada, UK, and the US. While Africa is significantly losing from brain drain, the host countries for immigrating Africans significantly benefit from such trained professionals. For example, Canada benefits approximately $384 million per annum, while the US benefits approximately $846 million, with Britain benefiting to up to $2 billion from the social economic contribution of African professionals. African governments and partners have attempted to implement several policy frameworks, initiatives, and measures to retain, recall, and replace the talents lost through the brain drain phenomena. These policy frameworks were attempting to emulate the impact of brain drain in Africa. However, such policies have fallen short of successfully curbing brain drain. For instance, South Africa has officially and diplomatically appealed to Western governments to cease pursuing their citizens through targeted recruitment campaigns, hoping to reduce the tide of immigration. However, the number of Africans departing for Western nations is currently increasing, with an estimated 70,000 skilled African professions departing the continent for advanced industrialized countries annually. Unfortunately, with all these efforts being implemented among others, the brain drain seems to increase. Africa's governments have barely addressed the brain drain challenge within their countries, with the phenomena getting worse with time. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, follow, share, and like our video. It's the best way of supporting us. And remember, Africa is watching.